My name is Tom Fritzsche, and I'm a staff attorney for the Southern Poverty Law Center. Under Article 5 of the American Convention on Human Rights, every person has the right to have his physical, mental, and moral integrity respected. Yet every day, workers in the United States meatpacking and poultry industries face brutal working conditions. These industries violate the fundamental human rights of many workers who come from all over the hemisphere by systematically exploiting the lack of work speed safety regulations in the United States. The U.S. in turn negligently permits these industries to inflict disabling harm on thousands of employees. The overwhelming majority of poultry processing and meatpacking workers suffer severe and crippling injuries due to tendon, nerve, joint, and bone damage caused by dangerous working conditions. And the most pervasive injuries are caused by fast work speeds. The industry's massive disassembly lines can slaughter and process 400 head of cattle an hour, or 10,000 chickens per hour, forcing workers to maintain high work speeds in cold conditions with slippery floors and dull knives. Workers perform between 20,000 and 100,000 cutting, grabbing, pulling, or hanging motions per shift. This causes workers great pain in their hands, wrists, arms, and backs, but when they ask for a break to rest, use the restroom, or seek medical attention, they're usually sent right back to the same job they were working before without meaningful treatment or accommodation. The speed is so unrelenting that it has forced workers to urinate or defecate in their clothing on the line because employers deny reasonable bathroom use, violating workers' rights to dignity. Other prevalent types of injuries workers suffer include lacerations, amputations of fingers or limbs, chemical burns, and skin infections, and even respiratory illnesses. Now, the United States Department of Agriculture has proposed a new regulation that would make these violations worse by permitting companies to operate poultry plant evisceration lines as fast as 175 birds per minute. The organizations petitioning the Commission today, along with many other human rights groups and organized labor unions, have submitted comments to the USDA urging it to abandon this proposal and have informed the agency of the human rights violations in which it will be complicit. Nonetheless, it is projected to be finalized this April 2014. This exhaustion of our domestic avenues for relief is part of why we're here before the Commission today, seeking assistance. The petitioners here today, as part of a coalition of 15 civil rights and human rights groups, have also formally asked the United States Occupational Safety and Health Administration, as well as the USDA, to promulgate safe, slower, enforceable work speed standards for meat and poultry processing plants, but we have yet to receive a response. The United States is failing to protect meatpacking and poultry processing workers from these rampant violations of human rights to safe and healthy workplaces. There is no enforceable work speed standard, and existing worker protections are inadequate to prevent the most pervasive injuries and human rights violations. Testifying before the Commission were meatpacking worker Teresa Martinez, poultry processing worker Gwen Clements, Nebraska Appleseed attorney Omed Zabi, Liz Borkowski from the George Washington University Milken Institute School of Public Health, meatpacking worker Juan Martinez, and Lee Pearl Duff, who is the mother of deceased poultry processing worker Ronnie Duff. Our delegation also includes poultry processing worker LaShonda Bobbitt of the Coalition of Poultry Workers, Rochelle Hammer of the Midwest Coalition for Human Rights and the University of Minnesota, Divya Prasad and April Hartsfield of the Southern Poverty Law Center, and Gloria Sarmiento and Becky Gould of Nebraska Appleseed. Thank you.